I'm pretty sure this week Rigathi Gachagua has been moving about in very good moods. Because not only have his wings been restored and he's now eligible to vie for any seat he wants in Kenya, but also his political assassin is about to be removed from office. The assassin I'm talking about is none other than Philomena Mwilu. Allow me to read this article just to put things into perspective, and I quote, Deputy Chief Justice Mwilu faces fresh petition of a Gachagua impeachment case. A new petition has been filed at the Judicial Service Commission seeking the removal of DCJ Philomena Mwilu. The case accuses her of taking powers meant for Chief Justice Martha Koome when she assigned judges to handle the impeachment case of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. This petition comes only 2 weeks after Mwilu and other Supreme Court judges got temporary relief in another case that also aimed to remove them from office. The petition was filed by Belinda Egesa, a Nairobi resident, and received by the JSC on Tuesday. Egesa wants Mwilu removed for violating the Constitution, gross misconduct, incompetence, and breaking the Judicial Code of Conduct and Ethics 2020. Mwilu had set up a 3-judge bench consisting of Justices Eric Ogola, Anthony Mrima, and Frida Mugambi to handle Gachagua's case, which the petitioner argues was not her role. According to the petition, Mwilu overstepped her powers under Article 165, Subarticle 4 of the Constitution when she empaneled the judges on October 18, 2024. Egesa's lawyer Suleiman Bashir asked the JSC to recommend Mwilu's removal to the president, saying it is necessary to protect the image of the judiciary. Now, in this video, I want us to look into why Philomena Mwilu needs to be removed as a Supreme Court justice. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, so that this can be a lesson to all other deputy chief justices in future. You cannot wait for when your boss is out of the country for you to usurp your boss's powers and empanel an illegal bench. That is an illegality in and of itself. Whether she was acting alone or whether she was in cahoots with the Chief Justice, that is illegal. The Chief Justice needs to do her job. She took an oath. I don't even understand why no one filed a petition to remove Martha Koome for absconding duty at such a critical time. These are some of the decisions that Chief Justices get remembered for. We all remember Maraga for nullifying the 2017 election, which was stolen. Now imagine if in 2017 Maraga ran to Seychelles and he left the DCJ to make the decisions. Then he sneaks back into the country after. That is not a good reputation to have. It is illegal, and there needs to be precedent in the past where such a deputy chief justice has been dealt with so that others will toe the line. Second reason why Mwilu must go is that justice delayed is justice denied. All those connivers, manipulators of the truth, be it in the executive, the judiciary, the legislature, in this particular case of Gachagua's impeachment, need to go home. Most of those in the executive and legislature will be going home in 2027. In the judiciary, Gachagua needs closure now. A ruling cannot come out saying that Mwilu acted illegally and then she continues serving in office. That's a slap in the face. She needs to be removed so that all those lawyers who are arguing on behalf of Gachagua saying that this is an illegality, yet they are being lectured by Ogola and others, let them get closure by having Philomena Mwilu removed. And even those 3 judges who are illegally empaneled, let them be put under review. Because you cannot say that you're in mtoto wa class 4, you don't know what was happening. If a bench has been illegally empaneled and you're part of that bench, you can argue and say, we don't have the right to listen to this case. Na uombe kujitoa kidogo. But if you just go there and continue listening to the case and rendering verdicts, you are a part of the mess. So for matters closure, let this entire group be removed. Data Kina Mrima and others. Now the third reason why Mwilu needs to be removed from office is because this is not her first rodeo in nefarious deals. Just check out this article from Nation, and I quote, Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu was reprieved on Friday by a court's decision to stop her prosecution over corruption. A 5-judge bench quashed Ms. Mwilu's intended prosecution by DPP Nurdin Haji for reasons including the manner in which the DCI obtained evidence against her from the collapsed Imperial Bank Limited. Ms. Mwilu faced a total of 13 counts, 7 of which related to failing to pay about 12 million Kenya shillings stamp duty to the Kenya Revenue Authority. She allegedly committed the offences between 2013 and 2016. This is back then when Orengo was representing her in court. So imefika mahali watu wamechoka. It cannot be one illegality after the other. Now, this is the problem. If you don't learn to fire and hire, you might never find good employees. Even in this nation, we need to fire and hire. Tuache hii mambo ya sisi ndio tuko, the way Wetangula says. That is a bad attitude. If you have a bad leader, remove that leader, get somebody else, you might see changes. If you have corrupt judges, remove those judges, get other judges, you might get different results. But you cannot do the same thing all the time and expect different results. We want change in every branch of government. The judiciary is the one inaweza tupea change saizi mapema as we wait to clean up the executive and legislature in 2027. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Ofula, hit the subscribe button, you going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.